Hey, Matt. Welcome. Let's see, you're just getting off work, so you're driving, right? Hey, Don. Hey, Scott. Welcome. Hey, FNS. Doing good. Stressed out about doing a scheduled stream, of course, and it didn't go off as planned, so switching over to Plan B here, which will be fine. Hey there, Sandy. Glad you could make it. Don't get in trouble. Thank you, Candy. Hey, Cam. Hey, TJ. One of the things I'll tell you guys, because I'll talk about anything that I hate about using the phone and actually having to look at it, is that the text is so small, and so I have to wear bifocals to read. So I was looking at the Susie Q Aquatics Wednesday night stream that I was in, and I kept going to read. It was funny. So I'm going to try not to do that too much, but I cannot see unless I get my vision below the bifocal there. So, and I wouldn't have to do that if I could see the stream on the computer. Thank you guys for sharing that link. I'll get it sorted out. All right, so I had a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about. Cam. But then I decided I didn't want to talk about them because they're things that are just a little bit deep and things that I really don't want to jump into right now. But they're things that affect YouTube and how we use YouTube and our roles and that kind of thing. But I decided, nah, not for the first stream. I'll hold on to those for later. So it's kind of open. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Johnny. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thanks, Candy. Candy wants more likes. So I'm kind of open. So I'm open for suggestions for a topic. I can always ramble about anything until someone comes up with something, but fish room tour. Give us the fish room tour for your first. JN, I don't know if we could do it in an hour, to be honest. I could go around and go buy all the tanks, but I can't just go buy them. I have to talk about what's in them and all that. So maybe we'll walk around by them in a little bit. I'm not a Lucas Brett, so I have to ramble and ramble. He's got a lot more tanks than I do, and I know he can do tours. But hey, Diva. And I thought about streaming in this room because the dogs stay back in this area of the house. Sorry about the camera shaking. There isn't an earthquake. I've just got it mounted to my desk. It's not real stable here. So I'll try to stay off the desk. But I just wanted to give us a little different background, a little different picture of things. And a lot of these tanks, I'm hoping to move into that living room, great room, where the other two big tanks are over the next few months. So. Yeah, somebody told me not long ago that when I was on went up on a panel on a live stream that my tanks look good back there, so I thought I'll change it up a little bit. I've been doing some partial water changes in here while I was waiting to stream. Hey Pam, hey Victor. Trying to keep up with the chat. And sorry I'm so close up in there. I should be able to bring this or not up on my computer. Oh, I can talk about that. Thank you, Candy. I checked my hours just a little bit ago, and when I had hit 1,000 subscribers, friends, I only had 1.6 of the 4,000 required hours, so I figured I would not be monetized for a long time, and I still may not be. And that really wasn't a big priority to me. Everybody would like to be, of course. However, you guys have worked hard on getting those hours up, and today they're up to 2.5, so almost another 1,000 hours. So that means I only need 1.5, which is less than what I had initially. So you guys are burning it up. I know some of you are really working day and night on that and letting those run. And so a long way to go, but you guys, yes, you definitely do, Matt. You get watch hours from live streams unless I'm misinformed. So thank you, Char. Thank you, Candy. Yeah, Jesse was on there making comments. I love it when you guys make comments on there and you say I'm still going or I'm on this, and it's like a video, and I'm like, oh, I forgot all about that. So, yep, I'll get, if there are, how many people are here? 27, wow. You guys thought I'd be able to go live, didn't you? Well, I am, but I've got to get that sorted out, but I waited until late this afternoon, and Pam helped me quite a bit with it, but I think I know what I've done wrong, but I'm not going to stress over that. Get it sorted out. I got a whole week. I haven't talked about Shar at all this stream. Shar is doing awesome, and her and little Linus are playmates now, if you can imagine that. They actually run at each other and play, what is it, chicken, and they both veer away at the last moment, and then sometimes they swim side by side and try to push each other. They're like kids, you know, so it's really cool to see them. Really cool to see them. Nathan, what I said I was going to do is, yes, if I continue to do a scheduled live stream, I think this will be a regular time. I'm sorry, guys, I keep doing that and showing you all this stuff here, but I can't see if I don't look up, so I'm sorry. If I continue to do, hey Angie, scheduled streams, this was the best slot. Brandon and I looked at it as he was making the schedule for FishTube, posting schedule on FishTuber notifications, and a lot of the times are taken, but this seemed like a real good time to me, like a month ago when I was trying to build up a little confidence about doing, you know, the streams. Hey Ginger, sorry, I just keep leaning on that and shaking it, but so if I continue to do these, Nathan, it will stay this time, unless somebody wants to swap out or something. You know, I'm kind of the new kid, the low man. I'm the new kid, the low man on the totem pole, so to speak. So I'm flexible. You know, if somebody had to have this time or something, I'd be glad to switch. So yeah, definitely next Wednesday I'll be here, and I said I would do it a few times and see how it goes. So you guys let me know. I'm dependent on your feedback. Don't judge me. No, I'm kidding. I'm scared to death to touch those comments. Sorry. How did you know? One of the ladies, the young ladies I volunteer with, gave me that for Valentine's. So yeah, it's a rainbow fit. And you can't have it, Ginger. Ginger has all the rainbows. Ginger wants all the rainbows. So I have some rainbows coming tomorrow, and they'll be here before 8, and they're on schedule. So I'll have more rainbows. We tease each other, me more than her, about the rainbows. She always gets them quicker than I can. I know, right? I still haven't talked to Aquatic Critters, but I'm going to see if they've got a tank. And heck, it's just about, what, 2 hours drive? If that, I would drive over there and get it if they did, because I really need like a 33, 37 long. I almost got a 50 at PetSmart. I know you do, and you've got all of them almost, all of the new ones, that's for sure. But I saw a 50 gallon, which kind of looked like a 55, but it was an inch shorter and an inch longer. But it just wasn't quite short enough for what I wanted to do with it. I want to put it on that big old school teacher, that oak school teacher desk. I don't know if I've showed you guys that, that I sit at when I sit in the living room. Pam better not be causing a fracas in here. Hey, Fishy Fine. Yeah, I don't mind going live. It's not that, it's just the schedule thing, Fishy. So, and I've already screwed this one up because, hey, Jeremy, hey, glad you're here. Lots of friends here, so that really makes it nice. I didn't get my stream set up correctly, so we had to go to Plan B. So I hope people aren't over there looking for me, but that's okay. It looks like people are finding their way here, so. My knee, gotta go to the doctor, get my knee looked at. Probably would just order MRI. You and I have so many of the same things, Big D. I've got a bum right knee now, and I've been bragging the last couple of years about, well, I had to have hip surgery, I've had back surgery, I need neck surgery, all of this stuff, but I can still squat and use my knees. Not now. My right knees, something's wrong with that. What have I got in there? Oh, you can see, yeah, you can see that tank, can't you? That's where, yeah, the black knife is in there. And that's also where there's some smaller tetras, and my plan is to move them over to, in the other room to that tank that has the big tetras and the angelfish. But that's also where my blue steel or steel blue pistogrammas are, you know, they're so rare, the females. Literally, they're extremely rare. Hey, Ed, welcome. So I'm wanting to make that. I wish that were a 20 long and not a 20 tall, but you know, I got to do what I got to do with it. So that fourth spawn is doing awesome in there. You probably won't be able to see them unless I walk around, but they're actually in this end. Yeah, they're with Mom. They're all around her, so that little lady has really, she's really stocking that tank up well. Yours was a 20 tall, mine was a 5 gallon, but you know, that was back like 1961 or 2. And I had a pair of pink convicts, and I know everybody's going, oh God, not the pink convict story again. At Woolworth's department store, there were 2 pink fish that kept going in and out of the ceramic house, and it was so cool. I was 7, give me a break. And my mother got them. I think they probably gave them to us, but we got them home, and the next morning they brought out literally a cloud of fry, and my mother was like, no way. So I had to take them all back, and I went to Guppy's. I remember Char has a similar story to that. That I really like to hear about her dad telling her she could have 1 fish, and she got a pregnant female, and a couple of days she had all these fish in there. I went to Guppy's, I sure did. Went to Guppy's, and I've got Guppy's now, but they're fancy tank. Itty bitty, and it was a kid, probably 2 gallons. Yep, 2 goldfish in there. You know the goldfish police would be beating your door down now, Jeremy. So. Dang, I wish I could read this without being right up on it, but it's what happens when you get old. Hey, Rounded Rob, thanks for coming. You want to see the knife fish? You guys remind me when I do get up and walk. We've been going 15 minutes, it says, so it's probably 16, 17 after. Let's give about 15 minutes. Maybe in the middle of this or toward the end to walk around, but so we're going to look at a pisto fry, and we're going to look at the knife fish. You guys will have to remind me, I won't remember. So. I'm just reading the chat. Hey, BTW. I tell you guys, every time he makes it, check that channel out. Check it out. A, a lot, a lot of my people that I follow are really good channels, and that's why I follow them. So you guys, like they say to us in the other streams, you know, if look around, and if you don't know somebody, I guarantee you'll like their channel. So check it out. You guys check each other out. Hey Ed. Oh, you're working? You must be in a different time zone. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Thank you, Candy. You know, we hear we were joking about me being the myth buster, but we hear the things about puffers. And, you know, Susie Q asked me, you know, can you keep more than one kind of puffer together? Yeah. And go check out his channel and you'll see. He's got discus. I don't remember what all, but you can. Every fish is different. They're just like, oh, thank you. No, you've got an awesome channel. You've been a big help to me. I've got one of my dogs begging to get up here, so I'm just trying to pet him so he'll stay down. He was sick a couple of days ago and he got used to extra babying, and he's wanting to keep that up, so he'd stay in my arms all the time. So I should be able to bring this up on my big computer screen here, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? And look over there and read comments. What are you going to put out there, Nathan? I didn't see that. What are you going to keep in there, Jeremy? Alright guys, I'm still going to talk, but I can't see the chat for a moment. So I'm going to see if I can read comments over here and flip back and forth. I remember seeing people do that. Okay. Alright, this will... Nope. So I was trying to do a little editing. Don't laugh. I do edit a little bit, but not much. So time for that. Nope, I don't see a notification for this chat. So let me go to my channel, I guess. No, it won't be on there. Sorry. I don't have a notification for this stream, so that's weird. Or the other one. You guys got notification for that one that didn't work, right? Yeah, I know you do, Dee. But you know, I gave my iPad away like 2 or 3 months ago. I have a guy, the banker. It's a good friend of mine, Jay Moultrie, and he's all the way worked his up. I've got old. He's not as old as me, but he's the vice president of the bank now. But hey, Ness. He's been my financial advisor for a long time, and he's really done well by me. I mean, he's given me great advice, but he happened to mention that he needed one for some training to drive to Knoxville and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I haven't used mine in a year. You can have mine, blah, blah, blah. And I let him have it. So I kind of wish I had it now, but I can get another one. You got both notifications. I didn't get either one of them, but I guess that's normal. I don't know. I've never noticed that I didn't get a notification when I do the stream this way. Don't know. A lot of us in here have recently got to that magical 1K mark, and I don't know for the others, but for me it was kind of like, all right, I'm there now. I want to kind of just enjoy that and not really work that hard, or as hard as I was working to, you know, meet new channels. And I rarely ever, I say never, but rarely solicited subscribers. You know, it's hard to find a video where I ask for a like or a subscriber. I just never have been comfortable. I mean, it doesn't bother me when people ask me, but so I kind of kicked back a little bit, but then everybody got really, let me go drain the bottom of it. I'm lost now, so anyway, people got really busy on working on my watch hours, so I thought I better get busy. So I have. Hey Scott. Hey Ken, glad you could make it. If you guys haven't checked out Ken's channel, do, and he's got, I won't spoil it for him, but he's got some awesome new fish on there today, and he's done a couple of videos today already on them, and I think we'll be having more quickly when he gets home from work, so check them out. Thank you, Candy. And I also wanted to be mindful, I have to get going, I have somewhere to be, but have a good stream. Thank you, Jeremy. I like to have your feedback too, by the way. He does great streams. Jeremy's very diplomatic, for lack of a better word, but even when people say something kind of controversial, he's able to spin that to something positive. So a great teacher of how to run a positive stream there. So I really enjoy his streams. Plus he's got awesome content. Fish, reptiles, so on and so forth. I bet you didn't know I thought that about you, did you, Jeremy? He's coming. It's the cold coffee. Pam, I don't have a cool cup like yours. That's Toby, of course, and no, he doesn't need a drink of water. He's got water there. I did everything. I just turned him, gave him a drink, everything. And no, I haven't told him because he's going to be going in the next couple of weeks. He didn't have an appointment yet. Pam does have the best coffee cups, without doubt. And I haven't told him. I want him to come in and surprise him and see him moving. So. Oh, he wasn't going either. Bye, Jeremy. Oh, I wasn't trying to hold you up. See you later. Oh, is it? Oh, we can hear Toby. Toby went to the board meeting, the ARC board meeting, the shelter board meeting with me last night. And I'm the president of the board for 20 years now. Jesus, literally 21 years. But we have an awesome board and a good mix of people. Most of them are young and just lots of planning. We incorporate our management meetings into our board meetings, and so we don't have like 3 meetings a month. We just have one. Have a breakout session for the leadership, and I, of course, run those too. But Bob, good to see you, but I'm sad and hurting and humiliated. What's wrong, Melvin? Hey, Anthony. I saw your video. You finally put out a video. Hey, Amber. Welcome. You did. Welcome. Yeah, I was fussing at Anthony because he has an awesome setup and he's really good. He's got a natural talent with Bob, your angel. I'm sorry about the hand, guys, but not smart enough to go on the other side. Your angel. Oh, I'm an angel. Oh, Ness. I thought you were talking about my angel fish back there. Oh, no, I call it out. You know. Hey, JC. And speaking of vids, I don't think I've seen something from you lately either. I know you moved and we're getting things reestablished and all that, but can't remember seeing anything from you lately. You can tell us what's going on if you want to, Melvin. Thanks, Scott. We're all your friends here for sure. Yeah, if you get it over 50. Mine says 38. Oh, it's 50 watching, so. Oh, wow, I didn't realize you were that close to college. Are you one of those like accelerated students? You're still in high school, but. Hey, Sean. Any progress on the fish shack? Fishing? Thank you. Thank you, Ness. I know Brandon did on the stream I'm supposed to be on. Graduate in 2 months. I don't know why I was thinking you were younger than that. So I don't know how I could keep up with people's age, but well, that's awesome. We get students, in fact, we're going to have them next Saturday that are freshmen at local high schools. We get them in college too. They have to do service hours, and they get free school in exchange for that. I wish they'd had that when I went a million years ago. But we're going to do a special day. We're not normally open on Saturday, but we're going to have 2 groups of students do 4 hours each next Saturday. And so I'll be there longer than I'm allowed to be on site in a week, but I'll survive it. So my hip doctor, I hope people talk of it, is real strict because it's hard on me if I'm over there doing too much. So you have to listen sometimes. I just wonder if he knew how busy I was with my tanks, what he'd say. Electric sorted. Ed, do you know anybody that is an electrician? Sean was having trouble, or did you get somebody and you're just having issues with it? Toby. I don't know if Ed has any electrical abilities or not. I know that he has built things before. Ed, do you know anybody that's an electrician that might be able to help Sean? I'm going to give up and get this dog up for a moment here so he'll leave me alone. Hey Roberta, I was just watching your rainbow video. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's Yazzie. He's a little tiny guy. He's 4 pounds. Yeah, he's a baby. It sounds like a little jealousy or maybe a little insecurity, Melvin. Yeah. Just reassure her, and tell the truth. What can you do, I hope she'll trust you and believe you. Welcome to Bob's Relationship Advice Stream. Toby. I don't have an artificial hip. Thank God I didn't have that, but I had a muscle and 2 tendons, I think, that pulled loose from the bone, and I did that at the ARC, so then I made the mistake of telling him that. When you're trying to move a 100-pound bag of dog food with your leg, sometimes it doesn't work. That's right. But I've got to learn to keep my mouth shut at the doctor's. Toby. 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 Roberta, I just gave a quick update on that while ago, but I'm at 2.5, and when the fish fam started running my playlists and stuff, I was at 1.6, and that was at 1,000 subs. I'm almost to 1,200 now, I think. You know, you don't watch it after 1,000, or I don't watch it that close anymore. So I actually just need 1.5, so I'm confident now. I was starting to wonder if it would ever move because it was so slow, but a lot of people are working on it, and even right now people are running my playlist, so I'm confident. I think in another couple of weeks it'll be at 3, and then it'll be downhill hopefully after that all the way. I just wonder when that year, if that year, you know, is a constant moving number. Oh, it's working, Brandon, thank you. It's working. If that year constantly moves, because you know it's like a rolling year, so if it moves up a month, it's a bad month. If it'll go back down, I don't know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I heard you mention. So what are you at? 44 likes. Yeah, if you get 50, they say that YouTube will recommend your video or your stream or whatever. 825. Wow. Yeah, you're going to be there soon. You guys haven't checked Roberto RLC Aquatics out, go check him out. He's got one of the fastest growing, and it's his content. He's got really, really good content, so. And he knows his subscribers, so. Move a 150-pound wooden rack from the garage into. Amber, don't ask me. I had to have surgery the last time I did something like that. The wall color, you know, the people comment on that living room color. It looks kind of yellow, but it's called grass green. In different light, it looks different colors. Hey, Paige, I appreciate it. Awesome to have you in here. Appreciate that. First scheduled stream. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be there. Oh, the colors. Yeah, that room I painted, but none of the other rooms. I've lived here for 20 years. I guess 99, 2000. So the people that had the house before, they loved them some primary colors, that's for sure. The dining room's that deep red, and then this room is green. But I kind of like it. It's like a pool table green, and it's restful in here, so I like it. I sure as heck don't want to be painting it. So. I used to put things like that on like a rug or something, and they would usually slide better. You know, they've got those things you can get like at, where can you get them? Like Walmart or the hardware stores, that pads that you put under stuff like that you can slide them on. I mean, like little disc things. That might be an ideal, Amber. I don't know. Oh, he's laying down. I don't think you guys can see Yazzie, but he's just laying on my forearm there. He's such a good boy. Oh, orange. Well, you're young, Amber, so, but still, a lot of injuries from lifting are from cumulative things. Jay's Beta. Hey, Jay's Beta. Renovating the males. Yeah, that's a good idea, John. We used to use cardboard, Flight of Ideals. We used to use cardboard boxes and piece of cardboard to slide down the grass. There was a water tank near my grandmother's farm, and we would go up there as kids and sneak through the woods and take our cardboard and like sled down that 25 or 30 feet and then go back up and slide down again on the grass. It was a different day back then. It was free, hey. Hey, Nike. Welcome. Toby. Toby, you're causing a spectacle. Cantaloupe color. It's not really. I guess it is orange. Shivering. Are you cold? Cold. Alright, so we're 35 minutes into this, and Toby is going to go into a tirade for some reason. So we'll look at the knife fish, and we'll look at the fry. And this camera is bigger than the actual, hang on. Ow, sorry. Device that I've squeezed it into, so he probably is. He wants attention. I'll offer him a drink when I go by there. His water bowl's sitting there, but he may have pushed it away. He does that so that you have to come back again. He's smart. Let me get turned around here. Let me get this turned around. Oh, that's scary. There we go. I may need to be putting this down lower, so that I don't have to do like that. Okay. Alrighty. I should be able to still see this chat. I don't want to end up sitting in there looking at those same tanks. That's the thing. Oh, and my bed has everything off of it, but that's fine. Yazzie. 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 Look here. There he is. It's a baby. Yeah. Alright, hang on. Hang on. I'm going to move you. Gonna move you. And there's old Winston. Old Winnie. He goes for a bath and a groom tomorrow. He and the beagle there. And there's their famous pee station I talk about. They got their pad under their tail. It works good for all of us. Alright. See dogs, you bet. I got 6 of them, Tinra. Alright, these are the pups aplenty. This is the blue steel or the steel blue, I can never remember. The pistogramma, and I actually have 2 females in there. These are the guys that the females are so very, very, very rare, and that's on purpose from the distributors. It's thought, or they just don't make females, but luckily, out of 4 I got from Dan after almost a year, 2 females came out of the... So just trying to see her fry. She's got a lot of them. And she may have them up under that filter that pulled apart. Saw a couple of them moving around. I think you guys can see them. They're moving around, coming to her. Oh yeah, she was over here and they're coming on over to her. There's probably 20 or 25 this time, more than she had. She still uses that Plico cave that's under that pot. There's the entrance. That's where she spawns every time. And her other spawns are in here in varying sizes. That's the other little female there. She spawned once, but I don't think she really knew how to take care of them, to be honest, or it was too crowded in here. But yeah, there's a couple of different sizes on down there. There are quite a few of them in here. There's one on the log. They blend in well, so. Is that Rob 93 or Rounded Rob? Yeah, Rounded Rob. Oh, guys, I don't want to fail to mention that Rob 93 comes on at 7. So go check him out. I'll be over there too. messing with him. He's a lot of fun. Got one lone tetra in here. I have no idea how that guy got there. So what was the other? Oh, the knife fish. Yeah, this guy I want to have in the 180, but you can see he looks much better, but he had some issue with some discoloration underneath. Well, he's hidden, he's invisible there, you know, if he's up there. Contrary to popular belief, these guys can eat a big old piece of shrimp or krill. Hey Mark, welcome. We're just rambling. This ended up being just like all the others pretty much, so that's fine. So just looking at fish, that's what we want to do. But I was saying he had some discoloration down. You can kind of see he's lighter where his fin joins his body underneath. And it actually was kind of like slimy and sloughed off, and I did some Paragard on the whole tank, and the babies, the fry survived that, and then it came back. But you know, Paragard's not that strong. It's kind of like more of a preventative, but I like it, and it's one of the things I like for new fish. But so I'm doing I've just done a 25% water change on here, so now I'm doing the triple sulfa. So tonight I'll be adding that back in here, and then another dose tomorrow night. And, oh, thanks, Nike. This tank is filthy, but I'm just letting it age. That's somebody that knows moss better than me. That's either Christmas moss or... Thanks, Peplin Creek. Thank you. That came from Kyle. It's Kyle's last name. You guys know who I'm talking about. Kyle that had an awesome fish room, 2 or 3 rooms, and he's kind of stepped away for a little bit, but really smart young guy with his fish, and he sold some. Yep, there you go, Beltner. Candy Nose, but I can't remember if this was Christmas moss or I got 2 kinds from him, and I thought I had lost this, and I found it had made itself like into a waterfall or a moss fall off of the hang on back filter. It's got some Java mixed in there too. Help. A 13-inch Carpo knife. I saw that and you named it Carpo Marks. I saw that. Welcome back, Diva. Thank you, Brandon. But anyway, when I'm satisfied this guy doesn't have any funky stuff, he looks much better. I'm gonna... Thanks, Roberta, for stopping in. Guys, go check him out. It's an awesome channel. Uh-oh. Let's see, we weren't gonna look at these guys. I had talked to a couple of people, but I don't think those 2 are in here, about pulling out these dark, that's actually a platy, the swordtails that are, there we go, the dark one there, and then I've got a couple of males I really like, and see what I can do with breeding those, because I want to. You can see there's some blue. I'm trying to think, not spaculine, whatever. Some blue in that, a couple of them, and I want to see if I can make some blue swordtails. There probably already are blue swordtails, but don't tell me. Kind of an aqua, just something to play with. but I gotta get them out of here. Guys, these are tub fish from, hey Maria, these are tub fish from summer before last, so these guys are coming up on a year and a half. But these are all were fry from a tub. There's one of my favorite females back there. So we'll see. And what I'm planning to do is see that 29 that's sitting there empty. That used to be the lizard's habitat. And he's over here now in this tank that won't hold water. Where's he at? Oh, he ate his supper. Okay, so he won't be far from it. He's in that vine. So I got to pull the tags off of those things I threw in there. Device died. Uh-oh. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with those swordtails, is put them in that 29, I think. There's a bag in there, but it doesn't have fish in it. Alrighty. What else were we going to look at? I've forgotten already. There's a Chihuahua steps. I know crabenzas, people talk about their crabenzas now, and I've still got, here's my CPAP mask that I don't wear it anymore. The doctor doesn't know yet. Yeah, it's a blue tongue skink. Sorry, I didn't see that. But those are the giant crabenzas. I've had 2 spawns. You can see the female on the right that's guarding the pot and all colored up. That's the dominant female, and then she has a male with her. When she spawns again, then I'm going to be ready to sell some of these and share them out. But Dan has asked me a couple times. He gets people that knew he had them, and so I'm just not ready. I want more of them. Now I just want to try to prove a point that they will colony spawn, and if they'll spawn in there with all those fish, that definitely proves it. Those are pearl danios that dither for them. Toby. There are a ton of fish in here, but they are really good hiders. There's 3 kinds of killies, and of course they're from Dan. Hey Calypsos, welcome. Let's see, there's another killie over there in the plant. There are a bunch of them in those plants. Usually, it's easier to see them from up here. With that lid. Nasty. There's food on it. Yeah, cribs have definitely made a recent comeback in popularity. Candy, that's some of that stuff I was sending you, and I know there were fish eggs on it that came in as plant soup. Don't see any of them. How about that? There are also woodcats in here. You guys know you never see those unless you're feeding, and then they come up to the top and eat. I think I have 3 left. And I think that's a reticulated cory. I know, right, Candy? It was so hot, I thought they'd make it without something to keep them cool. To get that's the only cory I have like that left, so. This is where I put the silver tip tetras that I got by mistake up at the meetup in Knoxville. It was, I'm sure. Pam may do with hers. Ham utilized her somehow. I forget how, but and there the rainbow cichlids. Hey, Denny. All right. You guys want to see any more fish? Got about 10 minutes. It must be almost time to eat. Hey, hey. He didn't mean to get you. The hound must have touched Toby. I've got some big, and several of them, I think like 9 of them, of the spotted Raphael cats. Toby, he's not near you. 5 minutes. Alrighty. Oh, I see 6:55 on there. Anything else anybody wants to look at? Are the guppies close? They're just in the next room. You want to see guppies? Did you miss Dharma? Dharma the cat? Dharma's laid up. She's not awake this time of day, but let's see if we can find her. Dharma's laid up. You might notice that I have the art of ham on my walls in here. Yeah, this started about 3 days ago. I caught you. You see what she's doing? That's some of my tax stuff that I've gathered up there and put in that bowl. And she's actually in a bowl. That's how little Dharma is. Like a cereal bowl. You want to go stay with Ginger for a year? She's just a little tiny thing. She never got big. Dharma Ray? Say hello. No, don't get up. Just say hello. Little girl. All right, guppies get distracted so easily. I think this tank is about to go green water, but these are the Santa Maria Endlers from Dan's Fish. Had 2 pair. And they have just been busy and continue to be busy in there. And there are some shrimp in there from Chattanooga Ed. And they're up in the plants or down on that wood. And JN Aquatics, by the way, that reminds me, that's in here and spoke earlier. He does these, I think they're birch wood, and it's mounted on a piece of slate, which is a favorite of Plicos and Corey's, and this tank is turning green, isn't it? Just had a water change Saturday, but you can kind of see it's a round piece of wood, and oh yeah, Toby gets along with the cats, so the shrimp love that. Guppies. These are my mistake guppies, and they're about 3 different types. These are Chewy's buddies. You can see about 3 different kinds of males, but they got a magenta male gene in them, and the females get huge in these. And then an American green delta tail mother. So, and these are Luke Roebuck's Delta Reds. Those are probably the nicest guppies I have. Most expensive, but also the nicest. And I have a couple of killies in there. I keep saying I'm going to pull out, and they're just Golden Wonder killies, because these guys had so many babies. So I put a couple little killies in to kind of control the population, but I need to pull them out now. They're big. These fish are sold. The platies in there are, at least. They run and hide. Those are sold, but I'm waiting for it to warm up enough to send them to Pennsylvania. All right, we got 1 minute. 1 minute. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Should we try it again next Wednesday? All right. Thank you, guys. Let's go over to see Rob 93. Yeah, we want to do a raid. Bob sent us, hashtag Bob sent us or something. I don't know. Forgot about that. Was kind of looking for a link. I'm getting spoiled with these good mods, I'll tell you. Great mods. Thanks, Brandon.